Boy, there is just something so relaxing about watching fish. But, sad to say, for a lot of us, a screensaver is the closest we're ever going to get to this sort of aquatic life.
But coming up today on News 8 at noon, we'll introduce you to a man who, for the past 6 years, has been busy building something in his aquarium that may have taken 100,000 years to occur in nature, a living coral reef. And, yep, we'll introduce you to some of the characters that live there.
Did you guys know that 95% of all the animals on the planet live beneath the surface of the waves? And chances are you'll never get to see anything like this unless you scuba dive in the Caribbean. But when News 8 at noon continues, we're going to take you inside of a coral reef, a living coral reef that would usually be 50 feet below the surface, but it's right here in Grand Rapids. And folks, after you see this, you'll want to know how you can get some incredible pictures that have been taken of this reef. All that's coming up when News 8 at noon continues.
Well, some mighty, mighty exotic-looking fish.
Yes, and Jerry has them all to himself right now.
Jerry, how you doing?
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, how you guys doing?
This is one fascinating-looking aquarium here.
Oh, I tell you what, and this is just the beginning. Roland Lasher, he's got probably 5 or 6 aquariums in and around his office, but this would have to be the big daddy right here. It's about 400 gallons, and you know, you wonder, why would a guy have an aquarium this sophisticated? Well, we came in yesterday and shot some really great footage and asked some really good questions of Roland Lasher. So here's how the story of the man and his aquarium goes.
The sea is never quick to give up its secrets, but Roland Lasher has learned that if you pay close enough attention, little by little, these odd-looking creatures will reveal things about themselves. What sort of things? Well, take this Australian sea apple, for instance. It may lack personality, but it knows what it likes, and it's willing to work for it.
He actually can crawl and move around the tank and go wherever they want to go. They like a current, so he's moving toward the top because he likes to get by that current.
And this highly poisonous lionfish looks cumbersome and slow, but come feeding time,
He just zips and gets them with his mouth. He's very quick.
just another day on a living coral reef. What you're seeing here is the next best thing to donning scuba gear and descending 50 feet below the surface of the ocean. Roland has taken great pains over the past 6 years to build this reef because though it appears to be just rock and plants, there's so much more to it.
I think it's one of the balances of the whole ocean, and obviously the life is very delicate at that level, and it's a form of life that I don't think a lot of people realize is there.
And that sort of well-crafted environment doesn't come about overnight. What you see here would have taken 100,000 years to evolve in nature.
Life goes by and they feed off each other and grow with each other and die with each other, and as our own society does. And it's a very intricate, I think, form of life that works all together.
Unwittingly or not, Roland has become part of life on this reef. The countless hours he spends observing are not just for his own pleasure, however. If all goes as planned, we'll all get to share in the lives of these silent but magnificent creatures.
This is an encyclopedia that I'm developing here, and I hope I can put it in both visual form and written form down for children and adults to more appreciate what the real balance of a reef is all about.
There's so much more to Roland's love of fish than just looking at the aquarium. He spends hours, and I'm talking 8 to 10 hours sometimes, with his camera waiting for that magical moment to appear. And just take a look at some of the pictures he actually has captured. Over the 6 years he's had the aquarium, he tells me he's shot more than 4,000 pictures and is only satisfied with 15 of those 4,000. And when we come back, folks, we're going to talk to Roland and also tell you how you can buy some of these masterpiece photos of life in the deep. So stay tuned. News 8 at noon. We'll be right back. All righty, welcome back, folks. Standing next to just a beautiful aquarium and also a beautiful man right here. This is Roland Lasher, the guy that, well, is now falling fast in love with the living coral reef. You constructed this, and I was telling the folks at home that you'll spend up to 8 to 10 hours sitting in front of it with your camera looking for that perfect shot. Now, some people might say that's kind of nutty. Why do you do it?
Well, mostly for the observation and to study what's in the reef in a camera and a microscopic lens, and to see things that are going on that the human eye does never see. And then I tried to develop a photographic technique over 6 years, and 6 years of developing the tank so that I could bring to the nation and to the world a unique look at photographic art that's never been done before for mankind. And I'm about to present it to the nation this weekend after 6 years of working and developing the technique.
And when you take a gander at those pictures, I mean, it's unbelievable, the clarity. And I have to remind the folks at home that what they're seeing now is by no means as beautiful as what it is they'll see if they come down to the gallery. Because, I mean, take a look at those. Those are your pictures. Those are so tight. How much is that blown up there?
Anywhere from 50 to 1,000 times what they are in the sea, from maybe a dime to a penny to an eighth of an inch up to 1,000 times what the size you see. Microscopically, you couldn't even see it with the human eye, and I've developed a technique to blow it up over 1,000 times.
Well, that's unbelievable, because when you think about last time I took my pictures down to Photomat, they said, well, we can blow them up 8 times. You've gone as big as 1,000 times now. And the funny thing is, it gets more beautiful the bigger it gets.
It does, and in only the last 2 years I use Fuji film, and it's been the plastic film will blow up to that. The lab that I've used has taken almost 6 months to develop the opportunity to take it up to this size, as well as the camera equipment and the techniques that I've developed to be able to frame them and mat them and bring them to it as a piece of art.
Boy, and you wonder why they call that guy a type A personality. He has sunk the last 6 years into his life, not only building the aquarium, developing photographic techniques, but now, folks, these pictures are available to you. If you want to know how it is you can buy one of Roland Lasher's really one-of-a-kind pictures, these babies are beautiful. I'm just going to go back in there with the aquarium and check out for the day, I think. I'm just going to zone out and scope the fish. It's beautiful.
Jerry, very quickly, what kind of investment does he have wrapped up here? This is just phenomenal what we see.
Oh, we're talking probably investment-wise. I'm going to, just because I'm ignorant about this, I'll say 50 to 100,000 bucks.
Oh, I'm sure it's much more than that.
And the prints go for as much as?
They start out at, I think, 350 and go up to 5,000 for the one-of-a-kind. He's going to burn the negative for the man that buys that picture.
Well worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Jerry, very much.
I'm tingling. See ya. Wow.
Uh-huh.